Hello everyone, hello, welcome to a chill Sunday stream with Sophie Isles. Hello. It's been a bit odd this week. I've had issues with Streamlabs, but I have finally got it to work, so I do apologise that it's taken so long for this to just actually happen this week. I am really sorry, but fingers crossed we will do some really cool stuff today. I have nowhere to be for the rest of the morning, so you're going to get Ollie Cat and I for a little while today. We'll do some warm-up drawings and then we will crack on with something a bit more substantial. So thank you for coming. I hope you all had a good week. Oh, thank you, Andrew. That's very kind of you. So yeah, we're gonna get started. we're gonna get started on this. It's gonna be awesome. So what I'm gonna do first is I think I'm just gonna doodle something really stupid, and I'm gonna do that just to warm up this morning. So I'm going to draw something very stupid just to get warmed up, just to get us all in the mood, because I want to do Christmas themed drawings today, and I think it could be really good fun. So the first thing I'm going to draw is I'm going to draw a pating. So we're going to draw a pating. Hello! I hate the pating, but I thought it could be quite fun to draw. And I'm going to put it in a Christmas hat. Hello! Hello, hello. So let's put on all my cameras, make sure they're all working. They are, so that's very good. If you're new to the stream, hello. I'm going to try and draw a pating this morning, and we're going to see how it goes. So let's get started. So let's get our mechanical pencil and get ready. I've not really tried drawing pating before, so this is going to be either an absolute success or not, you know. It could be none of those things, but I'm just going to try and do basic shapes and then work in. But I feel like I haven't seen you all week. I hope you've all been alright. It's been sad not to be on as often this week. It's very sad. Let's feel like what happens if I make this smaller. Look, if I'm going to be very annoyed if I turn out to be very good at drawing patings, because that was not my intention. God. Right, let's look at this stupid thing. Right, I kinda hate it. Wonderful. Hopefully when I actually flesh it in, it will look much better than it currently does. But you know, because I was going to put it in a Christmas hat. So let's first of all, I think I'm going to freeform it, and I'm going to just make it a bit less, already looking a little bit better, just in terms of structure. Sorry, pating, you are a bit of a chubby lad, or ladette, or whatever your gender is actually. Right, let's go over this and just try and make it look a little bit better. So it's quite, you'll see he's not actually wearing anything, so he's just got really big, no, that was like shoes, Sophie, don't do that. He's got like webbed feet, so that's better. I like it. Oh, thank you so much for the subscription. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Right, let's I feel like he's been forced into this Christmas hat that he's going to be wearing, so I'm gonna make this is so weird. And again, what I'm going to do is I'll colour him in as well. I'll probably ink him one more time as well. Right. I've never drawn a pating before. I kind of like the head. I think it could look like a good pin. Right, let's fill these eyes in. Well, it certainly looks a bit like a pating. I think I can make it look even more so though. Let's not do that. Let's again, I think I just made his body a little bit too like butch. Whoa, don't do that, Soph. I think that looks a little bit better. Then as a whole, I stretch it out. Okay, so we have our pating. Do I need to do inking on it? I almost don't want to. Let's try it. Let's see if we can put some inking on. Actually, use what I would normally do to do the inking. Ooh. And then, like so. I don't know how I've made this look like a very cute character. I guess it is supposed to be cute. Yeah, it's quite. Maybe that's what I've done wrong with this one. There we go. That looks really fun, actually. Right. Well, this is safely my first, I think this is one of my first New Who aliens that I've drawn, apart from the Absorbaloff, that hasn't got like a classic background. Like I haven't drawn a Weeping Angel before, or Silence, not recently, so this is quite new to me. In terms of the famous ones anyway, if you want to consider this a famous alien. I think it's very fun to draw. A lot more fun than I expected it to be honest. Okay. So to add to this, I'm going to give the Pating a Christmas hat. So I'm just going to copy this image, and I'm going to just do another one, just in case I completely screw up. Because I would like the Christmas hat to actually work. At the moment I don't know if it will, so let's just draw it in. It's going to just sit on the back of his head. I think it needs to balance between these two, the back antenna. If I can do that, then I can bring this up a bit. So yeah, I think I'm going to do that. So let's draw that in. Do I like it? Let's try it just without any guides. Well, it certainly looks like a Pating in a Christmas hat, so we should probably go with it. There we go. It's definitely a thing. Right. Let's see if I can just There we go. Okay. Let's see if we can colour this baby in. So making this a bit more obviously made of felt or something. There we go. Okay. We now have our pating in a oversized Christmas hat. Let's do what I normally do. So we're just going to fill in with white. We want to get this coloured. It's funny, like, sometimes there are things like, I could never draw that, and then when I actually start drawing it, I'm like, oh, I could have drawn that all along. And it's a very weird feeling when that happens, because it shows you can, if you just apply what you know from other things. I should be more confident, really, especially with backgrounds and things. Backgrounds terrify me. So yeah, so I'm not so scared of drawing monsters anymore, that's for sure. And when I say monsters, I just mean aliens in general. So at the moment you can probably see I'm just removing the mask. Hopefully it's not too boring for you to watch. But I hope you've all had a nice day so far, wherever you are. It's 20 past 10 here. And please, if you're watching, if you have social media, please share the link, twitch.tv/Sophie Isles Art, and let people know I'm drawing a pating wearing a Christmas hat. I don't think it's something that people would be, well, I say would be, wouldn't be surprised to see. So, yes. What a strange world we're in. I think colouring it is going to be quite difficult, actually. Well, actually, it might not be difficult at all, but I'll need to make sure that the texture of the alien skin looks right. So that could be quite fun to do as a challenge. I'm going to try and make it a bit more watercolour, perhaps, in areas. But we will see. You'll see how it goes. But basically I learnt a new trick, which I really like this trick when I can get it to work, about finding the right colours for line up. So I'll show you that when I get there. But I think it will help make my drawing stand out a bit more. So yeah. Hopefully you'll like those. Right. Our pating is ready. Thank you very much. Right, what I'm going to do is so the colours of the pating are kind of like a purpley pink, almost grey in places. So all I'm gonna do is I've got these new brushes I want to try. So let's try this wash and just see what happens if we do so. So make sure it's actually clipping onto. It certainly has a nice texture to it, but whether it actually has achieved the effect I want is a bit different. So let's just make sure we get all the skin covered. Yeah, mix of blue, grey in the episode, including the orange. Yeah, I might try a few different colour schemes and see what works best. I actually am quite liking this colour, but if it's not correct then that's fine, because the picture I'm looking at it is like a kind of pinky purple, but I don't know. We'll have a look. See what works, see what clicks. Because I can just change the saturation and the hue of this at any time. So that's nice. Thank you, digital media. Right, let's have a little look and see what colours I could make it. So see, I think that works. Oh, that's not bad. That's not a bad thing. Not at all. It's nice when something makes you think, you know what, I haven't watched that thing in a while, maybe I'll give it another go, or it's nice, I think. Don't worry, this isn't going to be the actual colour, I'm just trying to add a little bit more texture to the skin. Let's see. This is a lot harder than I thought it'd be. I mean, I quite like it like this, actually. Let's do the teeth. Nope, don't want to do that. New layer. That's what I want to do. There we go. Looks cute. And let's do these Christmas hat. What a cutie. Right, okay, let's so I have an idea as well. I'm going to just go over lightly with the gouache brush. That's not what the effect I'm going for. Let's see, I haven't used this particular tool for a while. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, brushing tool. No, artistic tool. Where are you? There we go, the dry brush. That's been a long time since I've used your dry brush. Just to add potentially just a little bit more texture. This way it looks a bit like real skin. Real alien skin, I mean. I like that. That's come out all right. Hey. Okay, so now the thing I want to do. Oh, there we go. The thing I want to do now is I just want to add some shadow, and I'm going to do that with the gouache brush. Actually, I'm not going to do that just yet because I'm going to do my trick. So here, people, is my trick. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to change my line art to overlay. And it's going to show me what colours it thinks my line art should be to correspond. So what I'll do is on a new layer, I'll put that purple with the skin. And then that brown with the Santa hat, and then that I think the actual. Cool, so I'm going to try that now. So I'm going to put the line up back to how it was. I'm going to duplicate it. And then I'm going to start colouring it the way that is suggested. So if I do this, I should... That's better. Right, where was I? Okay, let's continue. With this. Then all I'm going to do is the hat. And there we go. The only thing I might do is this as well. Like so, and then what I might do is I might just bring this down a little bit just so it stands out a bit, and I'm going to make the background a bit darker. It's looking good. I'm liking how this is turning out. So let's just tidy up some of these edges. We can see that there's some white or pink here from the skin, and here I don't know how I've missed it, but the poor froggy has poor thing hasn't got a... Let's not do it that way. Oh, is that what I've not done? Just double check that's so okay. Oh, that's why. Sorry. Whoops. There we go, that works better. Actually, it's a good point. I was going to make these shadows a bit. I'm going to try shadows a bit differently again, because we've now got the line art in. I'm going to use the colours that go with it. So again, let's see. Get the gouache brush, Alpha Lock. There we go, now it's not so harsh on the line art as well. Go. I mean, it's certainly looking a lot more coloured than I would normally do, which is really quite nice. But I'm still going to do some of the things I usually do. But I think it's come out quite well. Thank you, Scott. Why do people like nasty old gremlins? I don't know. There's something about I guess there is something about nasty little gremlins. They certainly appeal to me. So let's give him a little bit, like a little something to stand on. No, don't do that. There we go. Just gonna make that a little bit. There we go. So we have our warm-up for today. This is our pating. I'm going to quickly put him online. I'm going to go grab another cup of tea and then I'll be back to do something a bit more substantial. So I think I'm going to draw the 13th Doctor team holding presents. I don't know how well it's going to go. I am a bit terrified. If you want to stick around, great. If you're not sticking around, please just tell people that I'm doing it. I'm going to go put the thing online as well, just to let people know, like, I've done my warm-up. Are you ready for more? So yes, do bear with me. I'm going to be here probably for another 2 hours, just because I don't have anything else planned today. So yeah, come and hang out. So I'm just going to put this online. I'll be back with a cup of tea, and I will see you very, very soon. Hello, hello, welcome back. I'm going to be drawing the 13th Doctor and gang in a second. I'm just going to catch up and see what mentions were made about the Pating. I can't believe that I drew a Pating in a Christmas hat. But I'm very pleased that it exists. So, let's do this. Right, let's have a look. So, I'm just going to bring up some 13th Doctor references. All together, so I have everything that I need for drawing them. Yeah, I'll be fine. Okay, so I know kind of what I want to draw. So fingers crossed it's actually going to work. So let's bring this up. Oh, whilst I have you here, thank you for staying and being here. I'll show you what I've been working on just to practice. I did practice a little bit, but I drew Romana last night, who you probably saw on Twitter last night. So practicing with different styles. So what I kind of did with the Pating, I learned by drawing this. It does work, but at the same time, it took far too long. You put a lot of effort in your warm-up. I did, but sometimes, you know, when a drawing's going well, you're like, no, we should finish this. I should give it the room to grow into a real drawing. And the Pating in the Christmas hat looked really fun, so let's see why not. So again, these were just doodles that I did last night, just to kind of get try out this different line style quality with discovering what colours and things like that. So that works really well. And then I drew Brax as well. He's not online yet, but he's a treat for you all. So thank you for watching. here's your Brax treatment today. If you are a big Benny fan, do check out the new Benny Summerfield Christmas collection. I did get to write something for it. That was really nice. And it is Brax and Benny related. So if you're into those characters, it's £10 for 10 stories, and one of those is mine. So check it out on the Big Finish website. But now, we've just finished the Pating, and we're now going to work on the 13th Doctor and co. So let's open a new sheet and let's get started. So I'm going to, these are going to be really rough sketches. They're not going to mean anything to anyone probably. Trying to figure out how tall everybody is. Just having a look. I'm seeing if I can. Hang on. Sorry about this, guys. I'm just having a look at the reference image that I'm trying to use. Well, that works fine. That's good. Cool. Because Ryan is taller than Graham, and Yaz is about the same height as Jodie, so that's how I'm working with this. So let's see if I can actually get this to work. So, and then we're going to have... So I don't know who's who yet. I'm just going to be working with poses to see what works. So yes. This is a kind of starting point. So again, I don't know whose it's going to be yet. I'm going to assume it's going to be one of the boys, but I don't know. So, oh, no, don't do it that way. So, number 1. A similar sort of pose. Maybe bring the box up a little higher. Just trying to so there's 1, 2, 3, and then I think I'm gonna do Ryan. Yeah, I think that's gonna be Graham. Yes, Ryan, and I think Ryan's gonna be like I actually think he's going to try and put it to his ear. I don't know, I get the feeling he would be the kind of person who would be like... Again, I don't know if this is going to work because I've never drawn this ever before, so I'm going to have him sort of lean a bit. So he's going to... yeah, I get the feeling he is a person who shakes a gift. Depending on the gift. But again, I will probably fix that in post and actually start drawing in the pictures a bit. So yeah, so he would... I don't think this is going to come out very well. Well, it's worth a try. Alright. Why have I have low battery? I shouldn't have low battery. This should be plugged in. It's now plugged in. Right. Then I think I'm going to have 13 here. With her hands on her hips, sort of pose, like, yeah, you're gonna like my presents. Maybe. Let's see with that, or I put her on this side. Maybe that works better. Like that. Maybe. See, this is what I hate about drawing. I like just being able to draw things. Alright, so let's ignore 13 for a minute. Let's make sure flatten it. Maybe 13 also has a present. So they all have presents. Let's do that. There we go. So let's start on actually making these look like the characters we actually know. Morning! Thank you all for joining me. Right, I'm going to start with Ryan first because his pose is the one that I'm most concerned about. So, Ryan. Let's get a good pose of Ryan. Right. Let's see if I can get this to work. So he's wearing a big coat over a hoodie. I'll make sure that I put it really close to his ear. No, actually. And then we're going to try and... just trying to think about how you would hold something. I guess he would... like that. It's not my best hand, but would you see his thumb? Probably not. Maybe? I'll have a look at that later. But it does look like he's got something pressed to his ear, which is something that I was worried about. Oh, I haven't watched The Next Doctor in so long. It's going to take a little while. Right, let's try and get Yaz sorted. I love Yaz. She's great. I'm just trying to decide what kind of haircut I'm going to give her. Let's see if I can. There we go. Cool. Okay. Also, for shits and giggles, everyone's going to be wearing a Christmas hat as well, which will make my life a little bit easier. There we go, I'm already enjoying the fact that I now have Yaz and Ryan in Christmas hats. Let's see. Drawing Graham. Right, let's Here we go. He's always wearing some sort of vest as our boy Graham. Yeah, not quite what it's do. I think I'm gonna make iron bigger as well. Well, this is looking okay. This is looking a little bit more interesting now. Now I just need to draw 13. Again, I'll be drawing over these to tighten up everything, so... Let's see if I can... make this work. Yeah. So there we go. They're all kind of roughly here. Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad you like it. This is still, well, I say still new to me. People might. I'm still trying my best to get all my drawings sorted, but thank you so much. I have 13 notifications on Twitter about these. Let's just see if there was... Yeah, my ting is doing well. This is good. I'm glad. But thank you so much for being here. I hope... how did you find me, by the way? Was it via Twitch itself? Or was it via Twitter or social media? Oh, thank you. Right, let's see. let's flatten this one, and we're going to make Ryan a little bit bigger again. If anything, I should really make Graham bigger, I think. Or Yaz just looks tiny. I wonder what happens. Again, this is the nice thing about using digital space. I can go into this and I can experiment, see if things work better if I make, before I even start really fully drawing anything, because I'm going to have to go over this anyway. So I wonder what happens if I flip it horizontally. That works a little bit better, I think. Make Ryan bigger again. And then all we're going to do is make Graham a little bit bigger, I think. Not like ginormously bigger, but I feel like he is a little bit taller. But only slightly. There we go. I think that works a little bit better. Oh, thank you. Thank you to all 6 of you who are here. I'm just going to start actually tidying up this doodle now. Please, if you've just arrived, just so you know, if you want to support me in any way, you can subscribe to this channel. If you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe for free. Basically, you're just attached to your Amazon Prime account. You can do that once a month. You can also donate. If you want to support me in any way to do my artwork or my writing, please, there's a donate button on my Twitch page, and that will support me to get the capture card that I need. I've got the RAM now. I bought myself some RAM with my Etsy payments, so that's great. This computer works with no problems whatsoever. But if I want to do any gaming or anything with this computer, I will need to get a capture card, and I would really love to do that at some point. So if you want to support me in any way, please, it'd be wonderful if you could. So with that, I'm going to get on to inking this, and I'll shut up now. So let's see if I can. I was going to bring this down, and we're going to start tidying up this drawing, and we'll start with 13 first this time. So let's try and remember how her hair sits. Not that it matters too much, because she is going to be let's put it on a new layer. Let's do it a little bit smaller this time. Because there is going to be a nice big Christmas hat on everybody. Oh. Cool. So well, thank you so much for coming, Kitsunore. Thank you so much. I hope you're enjoying your stay. Right, let's Let's see if I can get this to look good. Blame Graham for hiding 13's fingers. Ah, Fox. Just trying to make sure everything fits together okay here on this this image. So far, I think everything's working all right. Well, it's certainly looking good. I can't remember why this is my nickname, but right. I mean, foxes are great. I love foxes, so that's always a very good reason, to be honest with you. Who doesn't love foxes? They're so cute, and they have a really cute like little giggle. So I love them. Yeah, 13 does actually have hair underneath. So I can give her a little bit of hair. Okay. Let's try and make this work with Yaz then. Which I hope I have actually got it to work. That's awful. What are you doing? Has anyone not guessed that I hate hands yet? Guess what? I hate your hands. Oh, thank you so much. Who doesn't hate drawing hands? Yeah, I mean, the thing is, my style could probably lend for me to draw them as mittens, but I quite like giving it a go. So I'm my own worst enemy. Especially when it comes to hands. I mean, I've made myself have hands out in every single person on here, so this is my own fault. Go. Poor Ryan. He doesn't get a lot of love, does he? It's a shame. Right, let's put him in his Christmas hat. And Graham in his. Well, everyone has been drawn. Probably not very well, but everyone has been drawn. So, should I think maybe... There we go. We'll cut it off there. Okay. I've just noticed a couple of things I haven't done. I'm just gonna... Let me just give... Here's a nice, like... Something is on her jumper, but we don't know what. Figure it out at some point soon. Okay. So... I'm seeing what I feel like I need to fix. Like, I could spend all day just fixing hands. But I feel like as a drawing, we know who these people are. We get what's going on. So I'm just going to colour this. Because otherwise we'll never finish it. Sometimes you have to abandon a drawing. I say as I go fixing things already, but yeah, I think like for the most part I could go in and fix loads of different things, but that wouldn't be fair, so I'd rather just go in and start on getting this to work. So sorry, I am just fixing teeny tiny things. Making her eyes a little bit bigger. I might even just move up her face ever so slightly. That's better. Okay, right. Sophie, stop. Right. So first things first, gotta fill this baby in with colour as a colour mask. So I'm going to turn over this music because it happens every time. I always get this like guy just starts to chat. Let's not do that. There we go. Cool. So let's do this. I will worry about the little bits later. Okay, so you guys need to decide who's given who a present so I can make them corresponding colours. So, for example, is Yaz holding 13's present? Is Ryan holding Graham's? Who's holding whose present at this moment? Who's given who a present? You guys can decide. Because I will use those colours on the boxes to make it a bit more clear who's given what. I think that could be quite fun. Fast minute swapping, I think that's fair. It's going to be a lot of colouring, gang. A lot of colouring. But we'll see. So Ryan seems very wary. Yes. I do feel like he's like, what has Graham got me? What's Grandad got me? So what are the gifts? That's what I want to know. It's okay, we got the receipt. I like that. Yeah, so what do you think the gifts are? In my head, I'm imagining, I don't know, Yaz seems to be quite sentimental. Maybe she's got the Doctor something very sentimental. Something sweet. Graham, again, I think he can be quite sentimental. Maybe he's giving Ryan something that was Grace's. So now he's like, why? Stop shaking the box. Maybe the Doctor's been given socks. Yeah, poor Graham. I love this team. I want to see more with them. I think it's going to be sad that they're going, that they're going to be separate. But I also feel like Yaz deserves the time with just the Doctor. Whether you ship Phasmin or not, I feel like that Yaz deserves so much more development. Oh, nice. More Yaz is required. And yes, I like that idea that Yaz would have given the Doctor something that she picked up from Space Camden Market. I like that. Oh, Space Camden Market. I want to go to Space Camden Market. I'm currently working on a... so those of you who don't know, I play Doctor Who, the role-playing game, which is a D&D specifically for Doctor Who. You can fight... It's a Cubicle 7 system. It's quite easy to play. And you can play as a Doctor or lots of different things. But I'm running my well, it's technically my third game, but the second one I've actually written myself. They're like little one-shot episodes, basically, and we take them in turns. So everyone gets to play and everyone gets to lead. It's going to be my turn. We have our own Doctor, we have our own companions, and I've been plotting what to do with mine. I started that yesterday. For next week. Very excited, nervous. So yes, should be very fun. But it makes me think of like plotting an adventure for these guys as well. So. One day. It'd be nice to write for them one day. So who I talk to, I don't know. Um, I burnt out on the RPG settings. What does that mean? When you're playing too much D&D, or you just... What does that mean exactly? And that's not supposed to be there now, so let's remove. Oh, then burnt out ideas. I see. I mean, as a writer at the moment, I feel pretty burnt out, but the D&D has helped. Finding something I'm passionate about that isn't necessarily my trait is the blobby nightmare. Yeah, I'm keeping away from you. I don't want to face Mr. Blobby. Mr. Blobby is terrifying. Okay. We are almost there, guys, with the mask. Make sure that's all absolutely correct for the moment, at least as well as it can be, and then I can fix it a bit more later. I'm going to change it to a colour I don't think we're going to use that much of. So it's even easier to see. Nope. Here we go. So here is a good start. So gonna bring down. There we go. So first thing I'm gonna do all these Christmas hats that are all the same colour. Do it with I'm gonna do it with the basic brush. Just because I'm going to start layering in colour over the top a bit later. But I'll fix... Oh, there we go, that colour shouldn't be there. See, that's why I love digital program. I can see where the mistakes I've made. There we go. Right. Bring out the big guns now. No more hoodie. Right. Sort that out. Cool. Right. So I'm just going to delete this as well because I shouldn't be here. Wait. Not looking too bad. There we go. Now just to do this one. It begins. Everyone's wearing Christmas hats. Okay. So I'll do their presents now. So Graham is going to be giving Ryan his present. So let's give West Ham colours. Because that's the joke, isn't it? That Bradley Walsh isn't a West Ham fan, but anytime he's worked with Chris Chibnall or anything, he's always been made a West Ham fan or something like that. So I always forget the joke exactly, but it amuses me every time, personally. So let's just. There we go. So already, you know, I think that could be quite good. Yeah. Well, I suppose the Doctor is going to probably be the same blue that I usually put her in. And I'll just cover it in a stripe. Like a set of stripes. Let's have a look at what stripes they actually are. It's always the bit I forget. So yeah, oh no, yellow, white, green, it's not quite what's on her shirt, but it's not far off. Right, Graham. What colours do I associate with Ryan? Well, I think to contrast with the blue, I'm going to go with green. So he's going to have a green gift for Graham. And then I'm going to put little, because we know Ryan loves music. I know it's silly, like it's almost backwards that we're putting what the other person likes on the present they're getting, but it's to show who sent what present, so it's more amusing that they thought, oh no, I can show them who it's from. Probably a bit silly, I know, but it's my drawing and I win. So and then I'll do something similar with Yaz, because again, if I make it like a orange covered in stars, it's something that Yaz is known for. Thank you for coming. And thank you to everyone that's hanging around to see the result of this drawing. I hope you're enjoying yourselves. I hope you're having a chill Sunday morning. It means a lot that you guys have stuck around, considering I couldn't even stream this week because of issues with Streamlabs. So right, let's make this even brighter. By the way, I'm absolutely terrible at drawing stars, which is why I don't usually do it. There we go. Right. Let's get this party started. So I'm gonna try and get Graham sorted first. He's wearing like a kind of bluey shirt. With stripes on. They're like kind of purpley, I think. Also, hello! And thank you! And then I think... I'm trying to remember what colour... Ah, it's like a kind of maroon cardigan. That Graham was wearing. Bless him. And it's like a kind of blue, like light blue grey coat. And why that is badge later. Thank you for my Graham saying such nice things. I think Yaz and Ryan are very hard to draw, where I find 13 and Graham easier. But I think they'll look more like them once I start putting in the colour. And I guess once the colour's on, there is room for me to kind of fix facial expressions and things and have a little look. But I don't think it's going to be too difficult. Right. Let's have a look at skin colour for Graham. That's not quite the right colour, but I'll put it in, I'll fix it in a second. That looks better already. Well, it does look like Graham at least. Why is my battery deciding to not work occasionally? There we go.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I sort of said that. She said, well, that's my feeling. And I was like, yeah, I think you'll have different feelings. So what I tend to do is I tend to actually ignore her and do what Anne wants.
Why do I feel that Graham and Stephen would tag team on one? Do you mean... Oh, was in the first Doctor. Yeah, that is quite funny actually.
Well, I think the thing is that she's the evil one because she spots things that Ham doesn't spot. Like,
Right, so
so,
I'm going to make
um,
Graham's hair a little darker,
which is why there's some good things about it, by the way. She's has
and I'll
got the
I'll
same
add some more
sense of introduction, which is great.
to it later.
Sometimes it
Still
can
feel like the
be
colours aren't quite working for me here
suspended
with that, but
for a dagger.
it does look like Graham, so I'm on a better roll than I was. That looks better. Okay,
I had a gag where
right, let's do Yaz next. Right, I want to get her skin colour right. And I think that's where I am.
It's a review. She said, "Oh, no, I get that, but you know," and I was like, "Look, for the jokes, yes, it makes sense you would say that. That's fine. That's really good. You don't need to try and make it more grotesque. The rest is still doing it. Work for you. It would make it all better. Yeah. I mean, if I'm honest with you, Mum, she did do something actually really cool when she did say that was really cool. She said, "Oh, well, I see it all changed with GM anyway." And I was like, "What was wrong with it anyway?" I was like, "It's together in the end." I thought, well, yeah, it was the war exposed, but how come the rough patch in it? Spot on. It's not my job, especially at that moment in time, you know, the focus is just to
Looks better. Right.
figure out, it's hard, because Ham's going to kill you straight off, she knows that, I'm sure, but how to get dead on,
I'll put that down here.
think about it, you know, I have to, what I tend to do is the first pass I want to do is a pyramid scheme, and then anything after that is me just sort of, fixing things really. It's easier to do it that way rather than right stage build, right, okay, now I have to do all the acting acting. And when you start doing that you start going, well no, that doesn't work, you have to put in a shot here and cut that. It's like doing it backwards. Anyway, I don't know if this makes any sense, but yeah, that was fun. She's okay. Unfortunately I don't really deal with her that much, but I think she meant well. Although it's quite interesting because all my notes get put into a spreadsheet, and that's really most of my contact your spreadsheet, so which is rubbish really. It's very sorry? I know. I talked to David fortunately, who I really like David. He can help me. We go through it together, which is he knows a little bit more of the history of how that note came about as well.
Right.
A lot
Not far off with Yaz either now, so that's good. We'll give her black hair.
I mentioned it in the personal time. Some things they don't change choices, but they don't seem interested in changing that because they're so far into production. I thought in the storyboard production process, and I'm like, well, by the time you fix
Hmm.
this problem line, we're all going to be necessarily in another series, but
Yeah, I think I'll do it this way. It's fine.
it's the rotten candle.
Sometimes moving around the colour layers makes
You have
more sense,
they like you to have maximum trust,
so it's easier to find what you're looking for.
but they want you to hang on to them. That's what happened in production. Mark, well, Mark said to me, "Oh, I have a project for you after, you know, after the thing that goes on." I was like, "Yeah, but it was only 4 weeks. What do I do then?"
There you go. Okay, and now let's do the fix the hair. Okie dokie. Hi Grayson. Right, let's have a little look. What did I miss? Oh, very good. Yeah, no, I agree. At least we still get to see Bradley Walsh every single day if we want to. Right, Ryan's leaving because he's in another show. Toes and Cole. And yes, this is an iPad Pro. This is the iPad Pro 12 by 9 inch, I think. Yes, all very exciting. Let's have a little look at what I have left to do. Right, I'm gonna put Ryan in similar blue to Graham's because that makes sense. In the picture he's in, he's in a light blue hoodie, so that's nice. Thank you, Grayson. Ryan Sinclair. Here we go. Using like a pale blue hoodie. So put that in. Let me put him in a nice white shirt underneath. And those fix the bits that I missed on the hoodie. Here we go. Then we need to sort out his hair. So he also has dark hair. And then his face colour. Not sure it's quite the right colour. It's a little bit more red of it, like a reddy hue. Is this, yeah, this, so the software is Procreate. Yeah, so this is Procreate, and the pink underlay is so I can see that the line, it doesn't, like the colour isn't going over the lines, but also the pink underlay is like a mask. So I colour within the pink mask, which means it doesn't go outside the pink mask. It's a really neat way. It's a bit like when you use tape to make sure you don't cut, ruin part of a painting or something like that. It's like you're using masking tape in that sense to kind of make sure you only colour within this. So for example, if the pink wasn't on, if I didn't put it in a clipping mask, so for example, layer 24 here, if I just suddenly start colouring wherever I wanted, it just goes straight over the whole picture, which is not very good. But if I turn it on as a clipping mask, nice little button there, it will only go within where the pink was. So hopefully that helps if anyone wants to know what that was, but I don't need that. Right. Okay, time to do Jodie. So we'll do her hair first. I always kind of give her kind of soft yellowy hair. I know it's not quite that yellow. It's actually highlighted, I think. And actually, but what I'll do is I'll be able to play with it when I do shadows and highlights and put it in the texture of her hair because it's so pretty. And yes, that's a good start. Right, I'm going to take that colour. Time to do Jodie's coat. Here we go. You're welcome, Grayson. As glad as I was able to help. But yeah, masking is some really, really effective way of keeping your artwork looking clean. It's something I'm still learning to use, really. Yeah. Right, so I'm going to put her in the blue that she's in. Do love this blue, this kind of though I don't know why I've got that black line there. So, oh no, I do. It's the same black line. That's fine. Let's go over the top. And then I'll use the colours that I've used here so it correlates. So Let's not do it so big. Then white. Then green. Then blue. Then red. Then orange. There we go. I literally use Procreate. Yeah, like Procreate is all about this. Like I watch a lot of people doing their process, and like I'm always learning new tricks. So for example, the one I used of the pating earlier is something I learned last night. So I was like, oh, well, in that case, I'm gonna continue trying it. You know, like there's always so much to try out and learn with software. So yeah, it's quite exciting, really. Especially if it's something you've not tried before. Both daunting and helpful, if that makes sense. So let's have a look at this hood. I think I'm going to be a bit of a pain. I'm going to just fix this line art here. I don't think we need it, so bye-bye. No, we do need that one. This one we don't need. And then I'm going to remove this bit here because we don't need that either. Oh. Don't need that. Gonna fix some stuff. I said I wouldn't fix too much, but it needs to be done sometimes. Let's have a look. Okay, right, let's put in her actual skin colour. She's a bit too pale. I can fix that. Now Bradley looks far too pink. Okay, so I have my basic flat colours down. Oh, that's okay, Grayson. Thank you for turning up. That's very sweet. Good luck with homework. So you've got a problem with them being called fam. I mean, I've always preferred Team TARDIS because it makes me think of the Hartnell team and stuff. But fam, I think I've got used to. I don't have a big issue with fam anymore. So yeah, whatever works for you. I'm going to very quickly pop to the loo because I'm desperate to go, but I will be back in a moment. I'm going to leave it up. So just give me 2 seconds and I'll see you in a moment. Hello, sorry about that. Just needed to go. Hi. Right, so let's have a look and see what you guys said when I was away. I like both team titles. Makes you think of favourite titles team, which is for Sarah and Harry. That's sweet. I've been curious by these title cards on your BRB screen, though. I've just realised I think TLV is there because of your Big Finish audio story. Is that right? Yes. So, just to show it to you again, why not? So, as you can see, you've got my favourite doctors, I suppose, Hartnell, Capaldi and Troughton. The Raggedy Doctor was a project I did in during lockdown, which was the Raggedy Doctor video where I did the illustrations for Emily Cook's project. Do go check that out. It was a really lovely project to work on, and it was really good fun drawing Amy Pond, etc. Sock Hops was a short story that's been published in an anthology of short stories that I won the award for. So Sock Hops and Seances is the name of the anthology, and I wrote a story for it called A Single Wolf Grey and Gaunt, which is still available to buy if you want to buy it. You can buy it on Kindle, ebook or hard copy, which I love. Mild Curiosities was an anniversary project I did for Jacqueline Hill 2 years ago, which is Ian and Barbara stories, all in a collection. Which was so much fun. I'm tempted next week to... oh gosh, what was I going to do? Yes, next week I'm going to... potentially, I need to check if I can, I release digital copies again for a week in celebrating Jacqueline Hill's anniversary. So if you would like to have read those charity stories, they are still available. John Dorney did write the prelude for us, so it was really good fun. And then obviously Time Lord Victorious, I wrote Master Thief, which is a short trip about the Delgado Master. So they are the 4 title cards. There are more. Benny's just recently come out. My novel will come out next year. There are things that I'll have to add to this title card, but for now, that is why they're in my title card. So I hope that was entertaining enough for you. In the meantime, I'll get back to work. Any questions about those things, like, please ask away. It's not a problem at all. I just realised how mad my hair is today. I'm getting used to this new haircut. It's a lot longer, but I kind of like it because I now have flame hair. Right, so first of all, I'm going to do what I always do. I'm going to select, duplicate, And I'm going to, because I am actually really happy with the colours, I am going to, yeah, I am going to flatten like each character's colours. Actually, I might make Yaz's less purple. There we go. There we go. So, there you go. And then we'll do the same for Ryan. As fiddly as it is, it does work. There we go. And then we'll do the same for 13. Cool. It just means now that, and I think what I'll do is I'll also flatten those. So that's good. Just makes my life a little bit easier. Yes. Right, so the first thing I'm going to do is going to do my little trick from earlier. So if I go to overlay, it tells me kind of what colours that corresponds to each kind of colour that I've got. This will make more sense once I've I mean, that's still black. That's probably not right. Oh, no. Again, this will make more sense when I've actually start playing with the line art, if you weren't here earlier for when I did this last time. Again, to be honest, it's not as I guess it's just the face colours that it's suggesting now. Yes, my cat's here. Hello, you stupid cat. You might see his face a bit more later. Alright, let's actually try and put that back. So I'm going to duplicate it. I'm going to alpha lock it. I think actually the best thing to do is to make it all one kind of colour. Let's see what happens if I do that. So fill colour. And then I'm going to use a soft brush just on where like I feel like there would certainly be blue here because she's wearing a lot of blue. So that one again looks a little bit better. Let's see if I can just do it a little bit with some of the Christmas hats. go. Again, I think I will use the same colour I used for Jodie for Graham. Just to give us some nice highlights. Ah, yes. Hello, Ollie. Ollie is here now. My stupid cat, who I adore. He's a good boy. He's just a pain. But that's why we love him, I think. So yeah, so this might not look as nice as it did on the pating because there's a lot more line work to worry about. But I'm kind of okay with that. Right. And luckily a lot of people are wearing blue as their outlines, so it kind of works. Actually, I'll leave it that colour for that. Just a little bit better. Same with Yaz's hair. Should be black, and eyes should be black. Actually, I'll make it that one. So yeah, it's getting there. It's definitely getting there. Yes, he will have black eyes, black eyebrows. And let's use the colours from here as well. And then let's add the red of the Christmas hats. Then there we go. So all I'm going to do is the one from before. I'm going to put it over the top and I'm just going to reduce it a little bit. So now, yeah, it's got a little bit of colour, but not too much colour, just in case. But there we go. Yeah, that's looking alright. Looking fine. It's sad that you've only discovered that recently. She died February, I believe. No, January. She died in January. So she died the month before I was born. So makes me very sad, but that's okay. I'd have loved to have met her. I think she would have been an amazing person to meet. Okay, boys and girls, it is time to use a gouache brush, and we're going to do some colouring, or some shading, I suppose. Overlay. Let's see if we can make this look really good. Right. Well, it's certainly doing something. Oh, it's because okay, that makes sense now. I was like, why isn't it showing up on the Christmas hats? And I remembered that they were on a different layer. I need to do a lot of work on Yaz's coat anyway, because it's supposed to be leather, so it's going to be quite hard to make it look leather anyway. So we'll have a lot of fun with that later. And Ryan's coat, well, it's supposed to be like quite like a padded coat, but I made a mistake and didn't make it padded, so I'm just going to texture it instead. But yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. Okay.
I'm going to move to another room.
Well, this is almost done, I think, guys. I think it's really like popped and it's gone quite well. No, I was sad about Ian Marter. I agree. I'd love to have met Ian Marter. Well, I think it's certainly looking much better than it was. I've just got like a few more things that I usually do, just to kind of add. So I'll do the same with Graham. Yeah, so I'm going to give a little bit of blusher too as well. Okay. It is coming out very well. So what I'm going to do, again, I'm going to do the thing I love to do. I'm going to take it, I'm going to duplicate it, and now I can work on it like this. So it is now flattened. Oh no. Look at that little, there it is. You're not supposed to be there. Good thing I caught that when I did. Right, okay. Right, flatten. Let's see what happens if I play with the curves. Okay, I like that. Let's see what happens. Gonna make the background green. Maybe not that kind of green. That's a nice green. Right, we're gonna duplicate this layer. Alpha. Has been brought down, and then I'm going to actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make this a snowy scene. So
Because he likes down the wings, doesn't he? Yeah, all that. Oh, really?
okay, right. Favorites, I'm going to do once again, just gouache the top.
Fortunately, you'll see them all free.
And then time to add some snow. I mean, there are effects in here for snow elements. Snow. Let's have a look, see what it looks like. It might be awful. Oh, that is not bad, actually. that's coming out pretty well actually.
Funny enough, that's actually a really good reason because I think as well,
Okay, maybe just one more thing to do, I suppose. Could be quite good. So if I put in Mary. Something like that. That could work. And I think we have a finished piece. So, yeah, okay. Again, this came out better than I expected. Now let's put a little, there we go. Okay, the only thing I'm going to do now, because I think it's always worth seeing how something looks. So again, one more time, we're going to go back into gallery, we're going to select, we're going to duplicate, we're going to see if we can make this look even better than it already does. Unlikely at this point, but let's flatten it. See already, I'm not flattening that. Not like that anyway, so. Let's see what happens if I. No, go back. Normal. Okay. So that's done. So again, let's have a look at maybe color balance. Make it look even more blue. Maybe not. But let's try it with the gradient map layer. Ooh. What I could do is I could do that. I do like that. Right, let's see. No, we don't want to do that either. That's fine. But I will put a nice little noise, a little bit of noise on it. There we go. 5 is usually pretty good. Cool. Now do the noise. Right. Now do curves for it all. And colour balance, let's see if I can put in a little bit more blue. No, I think it looks good as it is. Okay. Thank you. Right. Real talk. I think, like I said before, I think maybe Ryan bought Graham a piece of music, like or maybe like an old Walkman or something. Maybe Ryan's been looking around on eBay, you know, something like that. What would Yaz get the Doctor? Maybe a necklace of Dion. That'd be cool. Oh, that'd be cute. Maybe a granddad mug, and a granddad mug for Graham, and then Ryan maybe Graham thinks, oh, he likes music, and then buys him like an old 80s tape Walkman, because he thinks it's a good idea, but doesn't realise it is actually a good idea because they're now back in fashion. So that could be quite funny. But yeah, Yaz has got 13 a D necklace for Doctor, because she's got a Y and a Z. And maybe the Doctor's bought the A to go with the Y and the Z that for some reason is missing on her necklace. Who knows? All I know is that this picture is finished. All I need to do is give it my signature. And with that is the end of my stream. Thank you so much for sticking around and watching and being here. I'm really glad you like it all, and looking forward to Wednesday where we'll do this all over again. If you have any ideas, any questions, any thoughts on things that you might want to see, please let me know on Twitter. It's the best place. I'm always eager to find out what people like and what people want to see, and I will speak to you on Wednesday. And last of all, please, if you want to donate, you do support my art and my writing. I only have one other job outside of this, and you will help me pay bills and improve any equipment that I get, etc. So if you can donate, if you can subscribe, it really does mean a lot. And I'll speak to you guys soon. And Syl and Lord Kiv, no, not safe for work things are not my bag, but I could probably draw them. So maybe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll speak to you all very, very soon. Bye, guys.